All right, we have Ryan, and we have Ryan's absolute beast custom toter home. This is going to be an owner interview. He's going to take us around and tell us what it is, what he's done with it in his ownership, and give us a tour in his perspective. I will leave it in Ryan's hands. Ryan.
Awesome, cool, thanks, man. So first off, it is the chassis is a 2021. It's a Raub Industries. So it's custom built. They're out of in Wisconsin somewhere, some little town in Wisconsin. So it is locally built, and it is a 2023 build. So this was actually built by the owner, for the owner originally, and it was built to be a race team support vehicle for a Baja truck. So when I got it, there was a handful of things that we kind of saw as we were using it. One of which was the front end was about 3 inches lower, which it drove fine, but we had to we couldn't get almost a full lock with the tires because they're massive. So we put about a 3-inch upgraded spring kit in the front of this thing to get it up. We also tuned it with so that the miles per hour matched, because it was off by like 11 miles an hour. Custom front bumper. It's got these crazy fog, rain, whatever lights that are super bright. We did a few things. We took and blacked out the front grille. The truck drives great. It drives ridiculously well for being this massive. Inside, there's not much to see in here. It's pretty much a stock cab, but we did put double backup cameras in, which is absolutely 100% necessary because you can't see anything back there. Come over here. You've got propane. There's room for a second propane tank in here. That runs into heat. And then you've also got a water heater up here. You've got your water hookups here. You've got one for a tank and then one for a direct hookup. So if you are at like a park that has water, you can just hook directly in, and then you don't have to run your pumps. So it does have water pumps in here. You've got your pumps. You've got a double filtration system, and then you've got your holding tank. I do not know how much the gallons on each of those, but they're enough for a good solid long weekend. On the back here, we put LED rings on this thing, so there's a lot of tie down points. We also put tie down points up on the top. These tires can come off if you need more space, but they're super heavy. It does have two full-size spares. We did put a hitch in there if you need to put a winch on there. We also would put a bike rack on there, put our mountain bikes up there so they're not hanging way off the back. This has been tack welded on just so it doesn't rattle. But if you did want to pull these off or do anything with the paneling, you could just grind off the tack welds. This thing's got 7-foot ramps, aluminum ramps that are tucked up under here. The back is rated for 3,500 pounds up on the deck. I know factually it can hold more than that, but that's the rating, and I believe it's rated for about 10,000 pounds in towing. Come around to this side, you've got a ton of storage under these bins. On these ones, since it is kind of dry storage, we've rubberized the bottom, and then up on the top there is some paneling up there, and we have foamed all of that. Just try to make sure it stays as watertight as possible. You've got your essentially house battery that inside will run the fridge, and it'll run the lights, so that you can be kind of off shore power. And then you do have your shore power hook up here. It comes with a 50-foot cord, and then you can run all of your big power things like your air conditioner. The water pump will run off of the 12-volt, the house batteries as well. And then it has an inverter converter in there, and then it's got switches for each different battery. When they're both on, it will charge both batteries off of the truck when it's running. So that is that, and then I can take you guys inside. So these drop down steps right here, and then these might just about reach. So then these things pop out, and then there's some adjustments so you can and then that does have a couple more, so if you're parked at a different angle. All right, then inside each of these lights, they're all on the one switch, so you can turn them. All the lights work. There's 2 more lights up there. There's a TV here, TV there. It's got a table. There's storage under these. Your heater is behind here, and there is a switch under here to turn on the heat, and it's marked and everything. Under here is another bin for storage. Got a little microwave. Got a fridge. It's literally brand new. It's never even been used. Got storage up here. That is a king size bed up front, and that is a brand new 10-inch, like crazy comfortable mattress. And then these are just twin beds here. Again, more covered space. And you've got your heat and air can run off of this. And then when you're plugged in, I was gonna say this one's got to be plugged in for the air conditioner to work. So on the back we had put those D-rings so we could put a generator on when we couldn't get to shore power. And in here you got a sink. This is the biggest thing for us. It's got a full-size shower, toilet, vent. Yeah, it's kind of that's kind of everything. It cruises just fine, 70, 75, even 80 down the freeway with no issues. So.
Nice.
Yeah, the roof is pretty sweet.
Any maintenance as far as like oil changes in your ownership, stuff like that?
It's up to date on the oil. I believe when we first got it, the fuel filter had been done. But other than that, it was up to date when I got it on everything else.
Got it.
It's at about 53,000 miles on the chassis.
Okay.
So the build itself has probably about 16,000 miles on it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Other than that, I mean, it runs, drives great. No check engines. It does have the emission system still in it, so it does still take DEF, but it does not burn when you're not towing anything. It doesn't burn.
So
really anything.
the tune is the tune any performance gains?
It's not performance gains. It is just
for the speedometer.
The speedometer.
Understood.
Yep. I didn't have
okay.
I didn't want to do anything else to it.
Got it.
The transmission did have. There is something when they do that they did with the transmission to make it because of the gearing with these big tires. I don't know exactly what that is. I just know it goes down the freeway nice. It's not doesn't feel like it's in the wrong gear or anything.
Got it.
I do drive it when I'm driving it just because of the weight back here. I drive it with the tow haul on, and it just gives it. It feels like it doesn't struggle as much. So, get into traffic.
Awesome.
Plenty easy with it. So.
Well, obviously, during the auction, if anybody has any questions, Ryan and I will be readily available to go in depth further and show you anything else.
Yep.
But
and they'll have access to the original builder as well, which is Raub Industries.
Okay.
This is what they do, is this and Toter trailers. So anything I can't answer, because I did buy the truck from him, they will have access to him. So.
Okay. Well, I would say we'll leave it at that. Thank you.